All right, welcome bowling fans. Got another afternoon of high school bowling for you. We're down in Findlay, Ohio, bowling against the Findlay Trojans at Sportsmans Lanes. We're just finishing up practice here. Team got down here just a few minutes late, so I want to make sure the stream started on time. So. All right, just a quick shout out, make sure you guys can hear me. All right, thank you. All right, we're going to mute the mic and until practice is over, and then we'll be back with you. Just as a reminder for those who have joined the stream, we're still in the middle of practice here, so looks like we've got about 6 minutes left according to the clock. So we'll join you here once the match gets underway. All right, coming down to the last 2 minutes of practice now. So we are down here in Findlay, Ohio, bowling against the Trojans at Sportsmans Lanes. This is an NLL Conference match. So if you'll check the YouTube page, I believe we've got all the rest of the matches scheduled. So if you go to playlists and look at the 24-25 season, you'll see all the upcoming matches. The only ones that aren't on there yet are the districts and state. Those won't be up until I know who the teams are. All right, under a minute left. We'll end up starting with the boys first, and then we'll switch over to the girls as the match progresses. All right, and practice is over. All right, so we'll mute during the playing the national anthem, and we'll be right back.
Pretty nice setup.
All right, and we're just about to get underway here. All right, so boys will be on lanes 5 through 8. girls are on lanes 9 through 12. All right, Fox Taylor up first for Napoleon on lane 6. And Fox starts things out with a strike. Looks like Garrett Hull up on lane 8 now. It goes high, leaves the 3-6-10. Slade McCorkle up on lane 6 next. And Findlay goes high on lane 7, picking up 8, leaving the 3-6. Slade also goes high, leaves the 3-6-8-10. Pickup of 6 on his first ball. Findlay two-hander on lane 5. Missed his spare attempt. Garrett picked up his spare, but sent a pin soaring down the lane. It's about halfway down in the gutter there. And a nice pickup there by Slade coming in the back door. Trying to get somebody to clear that dead wood out of lane 8. Findlay picks up 9, leaving a 10 pin on lane 7. Findlay ends up splitting on lane 6, leaving the 4, 6, and 7. The strike for Findlay down on lane 5. All right, looks like they've got the pin out of the gutter. Christian will be up next on lane number 8. And Christian flushes one for a strike. Another missed spare by Findlay on lane 7. Fox up now, lane number 5 for Napoleon. And that one goes high, picks up 9, leaves a 10 pin. Strike ball there from Findlay on lane 6. Hunter up now, lane number 8. That one goes high and it splits on him. Leaves the 4, 6, 7, 10. Fox picks up his spare down on lane 5. Another strike by Findlay down on lane number 6. That's a double up for him. Hunter picks up 1 out of 4 on lane 8, so a total of 7. Slade with a strike on lane number 5. Garrett with a strike a moment ago on lane number 7. Fox up now, lane 6. And another strike for Fox. Christian, lane 7. And another strike for Christian. So that's a double up for Christian. Fox starting out strike, spare, strike. Slade up now, lane number 6. And he leaves the 4 pin, a pickup of 9. Hunter now, lane number 7. Hunter likes that lane way better. He gets a strike. Slade now, spare attempt on lane 6. Got it. Nine count for Findlay down on lane 8, leaving a 10 pin. Light to the pocket is Findlay on lane 7, leaving the 2-5, pickup of 8. Spare attempt from Findlay on lane 8, picks it up. Findlay goes high on lane 6, leaves the 3-10. Spare attempt from Findlay now, lane 7. Chops, picks up 1. Findlay chops on lane 6, only picking up a 10 pin, leaving the 3 still standing. And we've got more deadwood on lane 8. Findlay picks up the 2-8-10 on lane number 5. Pin comes off the wall and took out the 10. He had already turned around, thought he had missed it. Garrett up now, lane number 8. Little light, ends up leaving the bucket. 2-4-5-8. Fox up now, lane number 5. And Fox drops all 10, so that's a double up for him. Garrett now, spare attempt. Nicely picked up. That'll bring up Christian on lane number 8, and Slade down on lane number 5. Christian drops all 10 for the strike. 3 in a row now for Christian. Slade picks up 9, looks like a 5 pin left. Garrett now, lane 7. And a strike for Garrett. He's liking that left lane. He's struck on it the last 2 times. He's gone 6 spare strike, 6 spare strike. Slade now, spare attempt. Picks it up. And Hunter drops all 10 on lane 8 for a strike. That's a double up for him. All right, we'll switch over and check on the girls now. And Avery misses a spare attempt down on lane 11. Findlay also misses a spare attempt on lane 12. Looks like Lexa Miller down on lane 11. And she gets 9, leaves a 10 pin. Findlay picks up 9 on lane 12, leaving a 4 pin. Findlay picks up a spare on lane 10. Alexa now, spare attempt on lane 11. Got it.
Come on, hang up.
All right, so let's see. So Alexa is bowler number 2. She started out with a strike, 5 spare, 8 1 open, and then a 9 spare. Brenna with a strike. That's her 3rd strike in a row. Avery Badenhop now on lane number 12. Picks up 8, leaves the 4-7. She started out 9 spare, 9 open, 9 spare, 9 open, and now 8. Kendall Horner now up on lane number 10. She's working on 2 strikes. Make it 3 strikes. Start out with a 9 spare and then an 8 split, picked up 1, and then 3 strikes in a row. Avery Badenhop picked up her spare a moment ago. Ariana Kiesling started out with 3 strikes. Last frame was an 8 split and picked up 1. And another strike for Ariana. So 4 of the first 5 frames are strikes. Alexa picked up 8 on her first ball. Down lane 12. Left the 4-7. Brenna now, lane number, or not Brenna, I'm sorry. It's Kendall. Kendall picks up 8 on lane 9, leaving the 6-10. And Alexa chops. Picks up just the 10 pin. Kendall with a spare down on lane number 9. Brenna gets 9, leaves a 3 pin on lane 12. Ari now, lane number 9. And another strike for Ari. Avery picks up 9, leaves a 10 pin. That was on a lane 11. Brenna picks up the spare. Avery now, spare attempt on lane 11. She's got it. She can do it, she says. Strike for Findlay on lane 12. Also a strike for Findlay on lane 10. Alexa up now, lane 11. Good looking ball and all 10 pins back in the pit. All right, Brenna now, lane 11. And I'll go down for a strike. Switch back over to the boys' side, and Slade up now, lane number 6, and leaves a stone 9. Nice ball there from Findlay on lane 7 for a strike. Slade now, spare attempt, lane 6. And he picks it up. Garrett up now, lane number 8 for the boys. And he crushes one for a strike. So a quick glance at the scoreboard, and I'm only seeing about 3 or 4 open frames at this point for the boys, so that's a good thing. Christian up now, lane number 8. And he splits that one, leaves the 4-6. I'll take full blame for that one. Garrett up now, lane number 7. And another strike. And Fox picks up his spare down on lane number 5. Findlay with a nice spare on lane number 6. Christian picks up 1 out of the 2. Slade now, lane number 5. A little light to the pocket, ends up leaving the 2-5. Hunter now, lane number 8. And all 10 back. Such a nice soft release from Hunter. Slade now picks up his spare. Strike for Findlay down on lane number 8. Christian up now, lane number 7. Nice ball from Christian, all 10 back. Fox up now, lane 6. And a strike for Fox. Hunter, lane 7. Maybe just a touch light coming into the pocket. Pickup of 8, leaving the 4-8, or the 4-8. Alexa just picked up a split on the other lanes. I'm not sure which one it was, but I heard the clapping. And a split for Slade on lane number 6, leaving the 4-9. Nice pickup there by Hunter on lane 7. Oh, nice attempt by Slade. Just slid right in front of the 9-pin. It's a hard one to convert, but he gave it a heck of a run. All right, switch back over to the girls. All right, Kendall up now, lane number 10. She goes high, picks up 8. Or no, interesting. The scoreboard says 6, but I see only 2 pins down there. Looks like we've got a scoring correction. So Alexa up now, lane number 12. And a strike for Alexa. Kendall picks up 1 out of the 2. Well, I thought she picked up 1. Again, the scoreboard only shows 0, but okay, it looks like Marcia's caught it. Ariana Kiesling with a strike on lane number 10. Brenna with a strike down lane 12. So she doubles up, strikes in the 8th and 9th frames. All right, we'll try to catch the boys and girls scores as they finish up here. Avery now up on the lane number 11. And she picks up, looks like 7, 8. Leaves the 3, 6. All right, so it looks like Fox Taylor finishes with a 191. Kendall up now, start of the 10th frame, and gets unlucky and leaves the 7-10 split. Oh, I think the 7-pin went down. Alexa now, lane 11, start of the 10th frame. And she doubles up, strikes in the 9th and 10th. Garrett Hall finished with a 223. Nice game, Garrett. Christian starts out the 10th with a strike. So Alexa up now, lane 11 on the cameras ahead of you. And another strike for Alexa. Kendall picks up her spare. She'll get 1 more in the 10th. See Findlay's first female bowler finishing with a 143. Findlay's 4th male bowler finished with a 175. And Alexa with 3 strikes in the 10th. Finishes with 191.
Nice finish.
Findlay's 5th girl bowler finished with a 138. The 4th girl bowler finished with a 161. Kendall finished with a 179. Ariana Kiesling starts out the 10th frame with 9, leaves a 4-pin. Brenna picks up 8 on her first ball of the 10th, leaving a 3-9. So Avery Badenhop finished with a 150. Ariana picks up the spare. That was down on lane 9. .205 for Christian Horner. 181 for Slade McCorkle. Brenna missed her spare attempt, so she finishes with a game of 203. Nice game, Brenna. And a strike on the last ball for Ari, and she finished with a 224. So 179 for Kendall, 224 Ari, 150 Avery, 191 Alexa, and Brenna 203. Findlay had 143, 162, 110, 161, and 138. Over to the boys' side here as they're finishing up. So again, Fox had 191, Slade had 181, Garrett with 223, Christian 205, and Hunter just finished up with a 199. Findlay's male bowlers 172, 158, 169, 175, and 163. See if we can get some totals here. All right, so Napoleon with 947 and Findlay with 714 for the girls. And we'll go over and see if they've added up the boys' scores yet. All right, so we'll have totals for you in just a moment on the boys' side. All right, so 999 for Napoleon, one shy of 1,000, and 837 for Findlay. So Hunter with a 199, Garrett 223, Slade 181, Christian 205, and Fox 191. All right, over here on the boys' side, we've got Fox up on the lane and Garrett. Findlay starts out with 8 on lane number 7, leaving the 3-6. Garrett up first, lane 8, and he tattoos one for a strike. Findlay, spare attempt. Picks up one of the two. Fox up now, lane 6. And a strike for Fox. Christian joins the club with a strike. Slade's up and ready, waiting on the pins. And that one almost split on him. He almost left the 5-7. The 5 decided to take a dive. Hunter also almost splitting, but ends up getting 9 and leaving the 10 pin. So Hunter, 10 pin, picks it up. Slade picks up the 7. Garrett up and on lane number 7 now. Starts that one out wide, but it comes back. Strike for Garrett. Christian up first now, lane number 7. And another strike for Christian. Findlay splits, leaves the Greek church. 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. All right, we're going to switch over to the girls. Brenna picks up 9, leaves the 8 pin on lane 11. Ariana Kiesling with a strike down on lane number 9. Brennan now, spare attempt, lane 11. Looks good, got it. Avery up on lane 12 for Napoleon. That one came up a little high. She gets the 10 pin to drop, so she just has one left, the 6 pin. Findlay picks up a nice spare on lane number 10. Avery now, spare attempt, lane 12. She's got it. Alexa Miller will be the next to bowl for Napoleon on lane 12. Findlay picks up 1 out of 2 on lane 11. And a 9 count for Alexa. Almost looked like a 7-10 split. Kendall up on lane number 10. And she splits, leaving the 2, 4, and 10, although the scoring machine says it's a 2, 4, 5, and 10. Alexa picked up her spare. Brenna up now, lane 12. And she gets 9, leaves a 7 pin. Kendall picks up 2 out of the 3 a moment ago on lane 10. Avery picks up 7, leaves a 2, 4, 5. Ariana gets 9, leaves a 10 pin. Ari steps back, lets Avery get up to shoot her spare. And she chops, picks up 2 out of 3. So Garrett and Christian are both off to a fast start for the boys. First 3 frames are 3 strikes for both of them. We'll get back to the boys' action here momentarily. Nice ball from Alexa, all 10 down. Kendall with a strike as well. Down on lane number 9 a moment ago. Ari up, lane number 9. And a strike for Ari. Brenna now, lane number 11. Picks up 8, leaves the 6-10. All right, so we'll switch down to the boys. Christian just picked up 9 on lane number 7. Looks like a 2-pin left. Fox Taylor with a strike. That's a double up for him. Strikes in the 3rd and 4th frames. Slade also with 2 strikes working. Now up on lane number 5. Slade with 3 in a row now. Strikes from the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th frames. Christian picks up his spare on lane number 7. Hunter now, lane number 7. And that one split the 1-3 for a strike. Garrett getting ready to step up on lane number 8. Fox up on lane number 6. First we've got Findlay bowling on lane 7. And a strike for Findlay. Garrett gets ready, lane 8. And he picks up 9, leaves a 4-pin. Fox on lane 6. Goes Brooklyn, picks up the strike. 9 count from a nice ball from Findlay, leaves a 10 pin on lane 7. Garrett now, spare attempt, lane 8. Picks it up. Slade now, lane number 6. That one goes high. Gets the 7 pin to drop, leaving just the 6-10. Makes that a way easier spare. Garrett now, lane 8. Picks up 6, leaves the 2-4-5-8. Slade picks up his spare. I'm sorry, that was Christian, I think. I think I misspoke and said it was Garrett. So Christian has left the bucket, the 2-4-5 and 8. Garrett up left lane, lane 7. That one goes high, ends up picking up 7, leaving the 3-6. Oh, I'm sorry, picks up 6. Leaves the 3-6-9-10. Christian now, spare attempt, chops, picks up 3 out of 4. Ball picked up on him and hit the 2 pin a little flush. Fox now down on lane number 5. Nice ball, but leaves the 10 pin standing. Garrett gets that ball started a little too far right. It falls off into the gutter, so 6 count for him in the 6th frame. Hunter with a nice ball for a strike there. That's a double up for him. All right, switch back over to the girls. Alexa with a spare attempt here on lane 11, picks it up. Brenna will be the next Napoleon bowler on lane 11. And a strike for Brenna. That's a double up for her. Looking at the scoreboard, Ariana Kiesling's got 3 strikes in a row in the 4th, 5th, and 6th frame. Kendall with a strike in the 6th frame. Avery Badenhop with a strike in the 6th frame. And you just saw Brenna's, and Kendall up now, lane number 10. And the 6 wobbles, but it won't go down. Findlay with a nice pickup on lane 12. Picks up the 2-7-8. Avery coming up on lane 12. And she gets 9, leaves the 10 pin. Kendall now, spare attempt. Picks it up. Ariana now, lane number 10. That one goes a little high. She gets some extra help. So it's only left with the 4-7. Avery misses her spare attempt. There'll have to be a scoring change again. Scoreboard shows she had 3 left, but she's only got 2. Alexa picks up 9, leaves a 7 pin. Ari picks up her spare. Kendall splits down on lane number 9, leaves the 4, 6, and 7. A very difficult split for a left-hander. A difficult split for a right-hander. Alexa now, spare attempt on lane 12. Got it. Ari up on lane 9, Brenna up on lane 12. And Ari with a strike. And Brenna gets 9, can't get the 7 to go down. Good looking ball. Findlay picks up a spare on lane 10. Avery up now, lane 11. That one's going to go a little high, and it's split on her. Leaves the 4, 7, 9. Brenna now, spare attempt at the 7 pin, and she doesn't like it. So an open frame for Brenna in the 7th. All right, Avery with her spare attempt, and then we'll switch back to the boys. And she picks up 2 out of 3. All right, Fox had a strike in the 8th. Slade coming up to bowl on lane number 5. He had a strike in the 7th. And he doubles up. So Garrett had a strike in, or I'm sorry, a spare in the 8th. Christian opened in the 8th. And a pair of strikes for Hunter. So Garrett up to bowl on lane 8. And another strike for Garrett. Adds to his spare. Fox now, lane number 6. And he doubles up. Strikes in the 8th and 9th frames. That'll bring Christian up to bowl on lane number 8 and Slade on lane number 6. Christian looks like he's made a ball change at some point. And a strike for Christian. Slade gets all 10 down. So 3 in a row now for Slade. Hunter now, lane 8, and a strike for Hunter. So 3 in a row for Hunter. So boys are coming into the 10th frame. Second individual game. We'll follow that up with 3 Bakers. Garrett goes a little high, picks up 9, leaves the 6 pin. Findlay gets 9, leaves the stone 8. Garrett now, spare attempt. Picks it up. Garrett with 1 more in the 10th here. Strike here will give him 200. So 197 for Garrett Hall. Fox starts out with 8 on his first ball of the 10th, leaving the 4-7. Every Napoleon bowler had a strike in the 9th frame. Christian up now, lane number 7. Fox getting ready to shoot his spare down on lane 5. Christian gets 9, leaves a 7 pin. Something happened with Fox's release, it was way off. And Fox finishes up with a 201. Nice game, Fox. So 197 for Garrett, 201 for Fox. Slade now, lane number 5, and starts out the 10th with a strike. And Christian opens up in the 10th. Finishes with a 167. Hunter up now, lane 7. Oh, and he splits. Leaves the 4, 6, and 10. Slade now, second ball. And another strike for Slade. Slade working on a really nice game. Hunter now trying to get as many as he can. Picks up 2. So Hunter finishes with, as soon as the graphic goes away, a 215. Nice game, Hunter. Or no, not 215. I'm sorry. That's Findlay's bowler. It is a 200-plus game, but 214. So just a little off. So 197 was Garrett Hall, 167 Christian Horner, 214 was Hunter Ehlers, Fox Taylor was 201, and a strike from Slade on the last ball in the 10th. And he finishes up with a 257. Findlay has 164, 155, 139, 178, and 215. Switching over to the girls. Kendall finished up with a 149. Ariana with a 218. Nice game, Ari. Avery Badenhop, 149. Alexa up, last ball, 10th frame. Picks it up. It looks like 173. Brings up Brenna, lane number 11. Got a spare working in the 9th frame. Findlay's first girl bowler with a 194, a very nice game. Strike for Brenna on lane number 11. 147 for Findlay's second girl. 158 for their fourth girl. Their third and fifth bowlers still bowling. Brennan now, second ball, 10th frame. And gets a strike. So double up in the 10th. Findlay's third bowler finishes with 124. Strike from Brenna here. She could close out at 195. And this 10-pin goes down. So 195 for Brenna. We'll wait till the graphic just to make sure my math is right. Findlay picks up their spare. So their fifth bowler finishes with 178. So 195 for Brenna, 173 Alexa, 149 Avery, 149 Kendall, and 218 Ari. For Findlay, it's 194, 147, 124, 158, and 178. All right, moving on into the Baker games. We'll start over here on the boys' side. A little last minute adjustment of the cameras. Again, we'll try to watch both sides and switch the cameras back and forth. See if we can get a scoring recap here real quick. All right, for the boys, they had 10:36 in game 2, 8:51 for Findlay. So 20:35 to 16:88. So Findlay starts out with a strike, and Napoleon starts out with a strike as well. Findlay picks up 7. Slade up in the number 2 spot. And Messenger for another strike. Nice pickup there by Findlay. Pickups to spare. Garrett picks up 6, leaving the 3, 6, 9, 10. Check on the girls' scores here. Hey, Bree. Bree. Can I see that real quick? Thanks. All right, so game number 2, 884 Napoleon, 801 for Findlay. So 1831 to 1515. Avery Badenhop started out the girls with a strike. Garrett didn't pick up any more. So 6 count for Napoleon boys in the 3rd frame. Christian picks up 9, leaves a 10 pin. Alexa Miller with a strike for the girls down on the girls' side. Christian now, spare attempt, picks it up. Findlay opened in the 3rd. They've got a spare attempt upcoming here in the 4th. Brenna picked up 8 on her first ball. Leaves the 2-4. Christian picks up his spare. Brenna picks up her spare. Hunter up now, 5th frame. And gives the 9 pin a nudge, and down it goes. So a strike for Hunter. Kendall up now for the girls, and a strike for Kendall. So Fox was our leadoff bowler. And Fox with another strike. Ariana Kiesling with a strike for the girls. We'll switch down to the girls' side. So both girls and boys double up. Girls in the 4th and 5th, boys in the 5th and 6th. Avery up now for the girls. And she picks up 9. Leaves the 5-6. Slade picked up 9 on his first ball, left an 8 pin. Slade picks up his spare. Findlay picks up their spare on the girls' side. Avery now, spare attempt for Napoleon. Got to go right between these two. And she chops. It is possible to slide the 5 into the 6, but I think it's a harder shot. Garrett starts out with 9 in the 8th frame. Leaves the 10 pin. Alexa up now for the girls. Alexa gets 9, leaves a 4 pin. Garrett missed the 10 pin, open in the 8th for Napoleon. Findlay boys also opened in the 8th. So it's sitting at 145, 120 in favor of Napoleon. Alexa now, spare attempt on lane 12. Christian with a nice ball for a strike for the Napoleon. And Alexa picks up her spare. Switch back to the boys. Findlay starts out the 10th with a strike. 9 count for Hunter to start the 10th, leaving a 7 pin. Brenna Massey with a strike on the girls' side. Right. Switch back to the girls. Kendall's up. And all 10 pins are down. Hunter picks up his spare. He'll have 1 more in the 10th. Findlay boys with 2 strikes in the 10th, plus a strike in the 9th. Ari up now, lane 12, and a strike to start the 10th. That's now 3 strikes in a row for the Lady Cats. $184 for the first Baker game. Ari, second ball, another strike for Ari. Findlay boys finish with a 180 with 3 strikes in the 10th. Ariana Kiesling now, last ball, 10th frame. And a 9 count. So 233, I believe, is what the first Baker game was. Yep, 233. All right, switching over to the boys. Boys will switch sides here. Findlay starts things out with a strike. Napoleon with a strike from Jacob Dennett. Another strike for Findlay, back to back. That'll bring up Luke next. Luke goes high. Can't quite get the, oh, I'm sorry, it's standing up in the gutter, the 10-pin is, so it's a strike. I thought it was standing on the lane, but it was standing up in the gutter. Findlay girls with one more shot, sitting at 144 plus this next ball. Oliver Franz up now. A strike for the Findlay girls, and they'll finish with 144. Oliver picks up 5. Leaves the 1, 3, 6, 8, and 10. Findlay boys pick up a spare on lane number 6. That's their third frame. Oliver now, spare attempt. Nice ball, picks it up. Eight count for Findlay, leaving the 6-10. That's on lane 6 for the boys. Nine count from Garrett for the boys on lane 5, leaving a 6-pin. Missed spare attempt from Findlay on lane 6. Garrett now, spare attempt, picks it up. Findlay goes high, picks up 9 on lane 6, leaving the 3-pin. Slade with a strike from Napoleon. And another missed spare opportunity from Findlay. Girls still waiting to start their second Baker game. Boys midway through. Jacob back up. And a strike for Jacob. Lily Light in for the girls to open things up. Ends up with 7, leaving the 1-2-9. Strike from Findlay on lane number 6. Luke up now, lane 5. Picks up 9. Leaving a 6-pin. Lily now, spare attempt. And she chops, picks up 2, but a good attempt. All right, switch over to the girls. Looks like Sophia Coors up, and she splits, leaving the 4-7-10. Luke picked up his spare for the boys. Oliver up now for the boys. Gets 9, leaves the 9 pin. Sophia now, spare attempt, picks up 2. Oliver, spare attempt now. Findlay girls pick up 8, leave the 6-10 on lane 12. Macy Eicher picking up 9, leaves the 6 pin. Oliver picks up his spare. Findlay picking up the spare on lane 12. Macy now, spare attempt. She's got it. Garrett starts 9th frame out with an 8, leaving the 2-4. Findlay gets 7 on the girls' side, down on lane 12. Kendall picks up 8, leaves the 4-7. Spare from Garrett on the boys' side in the 9th frame. Brings up Slade as a closer. Slade starts 10th frame with a 9 count, leaving the 10 pin. Kendall picks up the spare. Findlay with an 8 count, leaving the 4-7. Second ball from Slade, and he missed the spare attempt, so an open in the 10th. And I believe it was 198. 165 for Findlay boys. And 198 for Napoleon. Findlay girls pick up their spare. Ariana Kiesling started out with 9, left the 9 pin it looks like. Spare attempt picked up. Findlay girls get 9, leave a 6 pin. Lily up now, lane 11. And she splits. Looks like the 4-10. Jacob will start things off for the boys, and a strike for Jacob. Findlay opens up in the 6th frame on the girls' side. Lily now, spare attempt. And she picks up 1. So 9 count in the 6th. So the point is sitting at 82 in the 6th with an open versus 73 by Findlay with an open. Findlay boys start out the 3rd Baker game with 2 strikes. Luke up now for Napoleon. And he comes in light, leaves the 1, 2, and 10. I'm sorry, not the 1, 2. The 2, 4, and 10. Sophia Kors with a strike on the ladies' side. Macy up now. Luke picks up 2 out of the 3. So a 9 count in the second frame. Now Macy's ready to bowl. And a strike for Macy. Back-to-back strikes for the Lady Cats. Oliver up now for the boys. Oliver drops all 10 for the strike. Findlay picking up 7, leaving the 1, 3, and 5. Kendall picks up 8, leaving the 4, 7. Looks like Hunter up in the number 4 spot. A strike for him. Kendall now, spare attempt. But first Findlay picks up 2 more. Now Kendall throws her spare. Picks it up. So a spare for Napoleon in the 9th.
Yeah, we just went and seen him today. Yeah? Yeah, I met him halfway. They're living in Toledo. About to get booted out of there. They're not Holland and had some I wanted Chick-fil-A.
Garrett with a strike. Bowling in the 5th spot. So Napoleon boys with 3 strikes in a row. Ariana Kiesling with a strike to start the 10th. All right, we're going to switch to the boys. Girls still have a full Baker game left. Jacob up. 9 count for him, leaving a 7 pin. Ari now splits, leaving the 4, 6, and 7. Findlay leaves the Greek Church, leaving the 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Findlay girls start the 10th frame with a strike. And Jacob missed his spare attempt. It's an open for Napoleon in the 6th frame. An open for Findlay in the 6th. So it's 115 to 96 in the 6th frame, both teams with an open. Girls finish with a 168 Baker game. Luke with a strike for Napoleon. Strike for Findlay on lane number 6. Oliver up now. This is the 3rd and final Baker game for the boys. And Oliver drops all 10 for a strike. So a double up for the Wildcats. Findlay girls threw their last shot, and they'll finish with a 122. So 168 for the Lady Cats, 122 for the Lady Trojans. Hunter up now, lane 5. And a strike for Hunter, 3 in a row now. Findlay also with 2 strikes in a row, the 7th and 8th frames. And that one goes in light, leaves the 1, 2, 4, 6, and 10. Findlay with a nice attempt, picks up 4 out of 5. So an open for them in the 9th.
Back this way, Bug.
Lily up to start things off for the Lady Cats. Goes Brooklyn, wobbles the 9-pin, but it won't go down. Findlay with 9 to start the 10th frame. Garrett up now for Napoleon. And he gets 8, leaves a 2-8. Findlay misses their spare attempt, so finishes with 158. Lily just missed her spare attempt. Garrett picks up his spare, so 1 more ball in the 10th. Last ball, 10th frame for Garrett. And a strike for Garrett. Sophia up now. Goes left side. Gets 9 again, wobbles the 5-pin, but it can't get it to fall. So 2-13 in the 3rd Baker game for the boys. All right, switching back to the girls. 9 count for the Lady Trojans, leaving the 10-pin.
Yeah. So I'm like, what are you going to do? Cross on again? You know, I don't know if I can do it. I got him like so much walking while we talk.
Sophia now, spare attempt.
You know what I mean? Like,
She's got it.
I don't know. That's a whole nother yeah.
All right, I'll see if one of the coaches will bring the boys' scores here in a moment. Findlay misses their spare attempt. Macy up now for the girls. Picks up 9, leaves the 10-pin. All right, unofficially, we've got Baker games of 184, 198, and 213 for Napoleon. Against Findlay, 180, 165, and 158. Macy picks up the spare. Findlay, spare attempt. Missed on lane 12. And a split for Napoleon. Leaving the 410, it looks like. All right, rundown of the boys. So it's 2035 to 1688 after the individuals. Napoleon added an additional 595 with a 184, 198, 213. Brenna picks up 1 out of 2. So that's total 2630. Findlay had 1688, added 503 in the Bakers, 180, 165, 158 for a total of 2191. So a victory of 439 pins. Boys averaged 202.3 for the day. Alexa leaving the 6, 7, 10. Alexa, spare attempt, picks up 1. Findlay now, spare attempt, picks up 1. Lily up now, 6th frame. And topples all 10 for the strike. Findlay, lane 12. Pickup of 8, it looks like, leaving the 4-9. Sophia up now, lane 11. Nice ball from Sophia. Back-to-back strikes for the Lady Cats. Findlay now, spare attempt. Won't get any additional. Macy up now. Macy with a strike. So 3 strikes now in a row for our Lady Cats. Findlay on lane 12, a pickup of 9, leaving a 5-pin. Brenna Massey now. Gets 9, leaves a 10-pin. Findlay, spare attempt, picks it up. And Brenna picks up her spare. Alexa up now for Napoleon. And Alexa splits, leaving the 6, 7, and 10. Findlay with a strike. Oh, I'm sorry, not a strike. 7 pin left. Alexa picks up 1 out of 3. So Napoleon finishes with, again waiting for the graphic, 167. Findlay picks up their spare in the 10th. Last ball for Findlay. Picks up 9 more. And they finish with a 138. All right, so it looks like we've got bowlers waiting to get in here, so I'm not sure we'll be able to wait around and get the scores. So we'll update them on the YouTube. I want to thank everybody for coming out and joining the live stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, go Wildcats!